Okay, we are live in today's discussion. So let's begin with today's discussion. And today we're talking about our life in YouTube. So we're just trying to ensure that all the connection are set before we begin. Okay, it seems we are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. So let's begin with today's discussion. And today we'll be talking about, like I said earlier, we will be talking about the token itself. We're talking about the token itself. What is the token about? That is the ZNO project itself. That is what we are going to be talking about. And like I said earlier, you can actually find it right now on gate.io. It's currently on gate.io, in which you can actually find it there to actually, if you are looking at, okay, where can I actually trade this token that I'm actually talking about. So these are platforms that you can actually find it to actually trade or make use of it to trade and all that. So let's move ahead in discourse of today's discussion. Please and please, along the way, if you need any clarification, you can kindly ask on the chat box, and justice is going to be done as we move ahead in the course of today's discussion. So now, in moving ahead, what first of all, before we look at the technical analysis of what this token is all about on the Gate.io platform, now trying to analyze it and all that. Now we need to actually get a basic understanding of what the token itself, what is the token actually all about that we are about to analyze. So what do we understand by this token that we all are actually looking at right now or trying to discuss right now? What is the token actually really all about? So that is what I want to actually share with you guys before we move ahead in talking about necessary information that we need to know about this token. Now, one important point is that we have to know that this token, this project is a tactical P2P game that combine the essential of GameFi. It has the essence of GameFi, it has esports, and it's also for fun. So it's a three-in-one combination. And what is the three-in-one? We have the game file, we have the esports, and we also have the fun part of it. Now, this game can this game, this is a game that player can play, simply have fun and earn from it. So is that's a three component. You can actually play, have fun and earn from it. So what about uniqueness do you get from a game that can actually provide is a game that okay, just you can actually just play a battle, for example, using your mobile device, and it's actually free. Now just play a mobile device a game kind of with your mobile device, and after you're done with that, you tend to now have fun with it. You tend to play, have fun, and also you actually now earn from it and all that. So now, in other words, players can be able to earn while having fun playing this game that we are actually talking about. Now, one important point we need to know about this game is that players own an NFT character. Now, the NFT character of this game is what is known as the ZNO and can earn the token. That is what they usually earn. And also the NFT is winning the battle. Now, when you actually now win the battle, that is when you earn this NFT that we're actually talking about. And this game is basically for training and battle and drops and other. And the number of tokens and increase the player through that goes round the cycle. So the number of games you play, that is the number of players that you will get. The different levels actually as it's actually based on levels and all that. That is now the kind of levels you will be and also the amount you are going to actually earn at the end of the day. So all this and also now the first one is the fun, then you tend to earn in the vision of the game and all that. Now that's why I said if not for fun, it is not a game. If not because it is actually fun. Now you can't actually say that something is fun and all that if it's not actually a game. Now it's not everything that is actually fun out there and all that. So now and also it's if it does not last, it is not finance. Now so it's not financial and all that. So these are so we'll actually be considering the ecosystem, the eco cycle of this project and also the fun part of it. That is what actually gave it a kind of a long-term goal or a long-term project that we are actually going to be looking at in our discussion today. So please and please, along this way, if you need any clarification, you are free to ask on the chat box, and justice is going to be done as we move ahead. So now let's just go back to this token. Now, based on this token, what can you actually see based on this token? Or let's go to the coin market cap to see that, okay, let's check the fundamental analysis behind this token that we are actually talking about. So my chart is loading. And in my discussion, I do tell people that before you go into any project, you have to actually know that project. What is that project actually all about? What is the use case behind that project? Does that project actually solves any problem? Now, if a project you're actually investing in is not actually solving a problem, then it's not worth investing in. But if it's actually solving a problem, if it's actually solving a problem and actually has have a very good use case, it's something that you can actually look into to actually invest in. So all these are actually interesting points that we need to actually take note of when talking about coin or tokens and all that. So now let's explain, let's get more deeper understanding to what this um token, what is it actually all about as we move ahead. So now as we can see from this coin market cap, we can see a day trade. Let's just see a minute. You can see here, you can see the trading in a minute. You can see before it was around zero the okay, now 2023. Okay, you can see the points here, you can see it. Now I think now it's currently at 0.07, 0.07, I think so. That is the current price right now. Okay, 0.072, that is the current price right now. And if we check the all market cap, and the highest it has gone through, the highest it has gone through is 0.9. That has been the highest, and anything that makes it to actually get to 0.9, there's probability that it's actually going to get to 1.0, that's $1 at the end of the day. So it's something that we can actually look out for in actually investing in when talking about this project on this token that we're actually talking about in today's discussion. So now, in moving ahead, let's get more analysis. Now, this is the price. Now, let's check the market cap. Let's check about and all that. Now, let's check maybe we have any recent news on now this token. Now, the GXE is a project Enoch's that means Zegnos governance token. Now it is used to generate NFT, customize NFT to increase their value and future stakes and for future stakes. So you can see what the token is actually all about. Now this GXE is actually a project, is actually a Zegno project, which is something is another interesting point that we all need to actually take note of when talking about this project and all that. So now, and one important point we need to know about this token is that one important factors that we all need to actually consider when trying to explain this token is the fact that it's a token that we can actually look out for to actually invest in when talking about, okay, which kind of coin should we invest in, how can we actually go about it and all that. These are tokens that when is well, yeah, they are main tokens that you can actually look out for, and they actually has utility and use cases that you can actually invest in. Now, those token holders. Now, what does this token holder benefit? Well, it's not a financial advice, but it's something that you can actually look into. You can actually see into it and actually say, okay, I want to invest in this project. Check it, do your fundamental analysis, do your technical analysis about it to actually know if it's actually right for you to actually invest in this main token that we are actually talking about. Now, this token holder benefit, token holder benefits, governance vote voting in the future, and the community will be able to vote for the insurance of the token and NFT, as well as the specialization in the of the games. Now, remember what I talked about the games. I thought that it's just like in a form of a battle that you tend to actually play game and you earn a token and all that. Now, this GXE partner users can join the GXE partners program by holding the GXE and also participating in an NFT sales. Now, the GXE partner program offer monthly NFT drops, discounts at sales, and invitation to play a close in a closed environment. Now, the utility as a performance utility is planned for use in the project that is scheduled and released in a future date. Now, the utility across multiple projects will actually be provided when actually looking at this. Now, on what exchanges do we actually have this actually have this XENO project governance market? Now, we can see it here. We can see it on Bitrix, we can see it on Gate.io, which is something which that is what I was actually trying to explain to you guys, that it's actually on Gate.io, and it's something that you can actually invest in when actually looking at it. I think the price has dropped right now from 0.7 to 0.07 to 0.069, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so it's still on. Sorry, it's still on. It's kind of fluctuating between the price. Where we can see the stable here. You can see what we have here. The way this plays here. You can see the market movement here. You can see it here. You can see this time. You can see how much, like, the price here. You can see it here. You can see it here. You can see it here. The now it's currently at 0.07. Now it's 0.069. That is the current price right now in the market. So all these are actually basic. Well, the chart is loading. It's loading. So when it's done loading, we'll explain better about how we can actually go about. Now, okay, this is in 30 minutes time frame. Let's put it in 1 hour. Let's see what will happen. And it's still loading. It's still loading. So these are tokens in which you can actually look out for when looking at how, okay, what you want to actually invest in it and all that. So this is very, it has a very big awesome utility. Well, currently now, should we do some some technical analysis here? You can see the current price here. You can see the way it is. You can see the way it is right now. It's actually going down. It's actually coming down because a lot of people are actually selling right now. A lot of people are actually selling their token and all that. And you can say, okay, let's just imagine it gets, no, just imagine, let's just imagine it gets to 0.062. 0. The least this token can get to is at least 0.065. Am I right? 0.061 or thereabout before we actually see another bigger push. From here also we can still see, if you check the all-time high is around 0.9. If you check the all-time high of this token, the all-time high is around 0.9. If we are actually looking at the all-time high of this token is around 0.9, that is the all-time high of this token that we are actually looking at in today's discussion. So all these are actually basic information that we need to know when talking about this project, when talking about what do we need to know about it, what are the basic utility for this project that we all are actually talking about. Please and please, I don't know if you guys are getting me. Please, if you have any question whatsoever, you are free to ask on the chat box, and justice is going to be done as we keep moving forward in the course of today's discussion. So now, one other interesting point we need to know about this token is that one other interesting point that is very, very important we need to take note of when talking. And also, I'm on YouTube. Please, you can actually check me on YouTube to actually like my page and follow me through as we move ahead in the course of today's discussion. You can actually follow me on YouTube. So actually follow. You can actually, let me copy the stream key. You can actually follow me on YouTube. I'm currently on YouTube. You can actually follow me through and to get more deeper understanding to what we are actually talking about. So now, when talking about this token, what other information do we need to know concerning this token that are very, very important to us when talking about this token and all that? So that is my that is YouTube. So you can actually follow me on YouTube to actually watch this just comment and like and all that as we keep moving ahead in the course of today's discussion. So now, in explaining more about this token, what and what do we need to know about this token? Let's go to the project itself to actually explain what, because if you don't know what the project is actually all about, you can't actually go to the token to actually explain what the token is actually all about. Now you can see this image in which we have here, in which we can also see this image in which we have here right now. Now also now we are looking, the next one we'll be looking right now is the ecosystem, the XENO, the XENO eco cycle. Now one important point we need to know about this eco cycle is that it's one of the most important elements that are indispensable to DeFi. Now, these are just you will actually see that this echo cycle is one of the most important elements that is actually indispensable to DeFi, to GameFi when actually looking at it. Now, there are several elements that consist of the project XNO echo cycle. But we believe that the following two indicators are particularly important. Now there are several elements that actually brings out this project that we're actually talking about and all that. But one important point we need to actually take note of, one important point that we need to actually take note of is that these two these two indicators are very, very important. I kind of we believe that it's actually more important. And the first one is to maintain the volume and value of NFT. That's the first one. Also, the second one, maintain the volume and value of the utility token in circulation. That is the number of token in circulation to actually maintain it. So these two are very, very important. The two most important elements when talking about this token and all that. So all these are interesting points that we need to actually take note of when talking about this token, what we need to know about it and all that. So all these are actually interesting points that we all need to actually take note of when talking about this token and all that. I believe you guys are following me. Please and please, if you have any question whatsoever, you are free to ask on the chat box, and justice is going to be done as we keep moving forward in the course of this discussion. So now, the first one, let's now explain to maintaining the volume and value of NFT. Now, maintain the volume and value of NFT, including this this Zegno, this Zegno in actually in cycle. Sorry about that. Then in actually in circulation and order. Now, unlimited NFT insurance makes it easier to empty NFT. Now, however, it also reduces the value of NFT that would already be in circulation. Now, because of the insurance, it actually makes it easier to actually get this NFT, to obtain this NFT. However, it also reduces the value of NFT already in circulation. That is one important point that we all need to actually take note of. Now, from the perspective of securing the NFT holders to the undesirable, and we believe that maintaining the price below a reasonable floor price is a very necessary element in determining a long-term establishment. So because if you want to actually establish a kind of a long-term establishment, and it is very, very important that we take note of all those important points to actually get what we're actually pushing out there and all that. Now, as part of this project, as part of this project that we are actually talking about now, it's used to represent the maximum and kind of value achievable through the NFT character and all that. Now, to restore the goods and also require to bond different new characteristics. So all these are actually important points that we need to actually now the NFT other than character, weapon, and charm are the enchant function that requires the consumption of multiple weapon and chants and tokens. Now, these structures will not only as to trade. in a marketplace, but also generate regular burning. This approach help prevent NFTs, help to kind of prevent NFT and kind of salvation, and also maintain the determine of the value of NFT. So all these are actually important and interesting points that we need to actually take when we're talking about NFT. And the second one in which we're talking about is the maintaining of value of the utility token, maintaining of value of the utility token, which is another important point that we need to actually take note of, maintaining of value of this utility token. Please and please, I don't